next map is going to be on Mirage. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the first game of EPICENTER. And Virtus.pro, they're going to be on the CT side, and they've got a great stack going on here towards the A side, and they're going to need it too.
Now, this is looking... Whoa, hey. Windows 95? I don't know. This is already looking pretty tight. Minute 35 and a quick execute from SK Gaming, not wasting any time at all. Just charging out onto the site, and Taz cannot find a shot. He gets two, but the first one is almost an accident. The man walked right into it. That's FNX down, and Bialy's there, drop fallen.
How do SK not win this? Taco's going to pick up a second shot right here, and coldzera to take down Pasha, so they do bring it back. Now, they're very far apart, and they don't have control of the bomb, and Virtus.pro, I mean, they shouldn't have been in this position to begin with, but now that they're here, they should be able to bring it home. Bialy going to be picking up a kill there on Taco, which just leaves coldzera. 1 versus 2. He does have some body armor, and he's got the USP here, trying to see if he can click away. Fighting 2 against 1, and that grenade should pretty much seal the deal. He's going to get 1 headshot in. Could he get 1 more? Bialy coming around from the box. He's out in the open. coldzera, not a good spot to be in. He's going to go up towards the stairway instead, looking for that last click, but he's not finding it.
Woo, the jukes! And Bialy gets the drop on him! Sick play from Bialy. Cold still convinced he was behind the boxes on the left. Instead, Bialy sneaks past onto Firebox. But, I mean, that's just a tough break, right? That's a 1v1 duel that goes Virtus.pro's way, but I did like the fact that SK Gaming went so early in the round because of that sort of scenario. If it doesn't really manage to work out in the one fell swoop, you still have time to play it out, look for duels, and scrap your way back into the round. It just so happens that this time around, VP are going to come out ahead, so they pick up the pistol round, they lead 1-0, and now we get to see SK Gaming with some Tech 9s. It's just full on YOLO here.
Yeah, Pasha's a little bit alone. He does have Neo, but Neo only has the Bison down there, and against all the armor, that could be really tricky. Now, the timing for Neo, though, is really good with the smoke's going to zone out the attack coming in. Pasha only with the 1 kill, and the Bison, look how little damage it does, but he's got a little bit of time, still a lot of bullets left, and oh no, he gets taken out. Neo helping out a little bit there to get the kill on coldzera, and now FNX, last one left. He drops, and they will lose 3 players in that attack, Virtus.pro. So a little bit of chaos over at that bomb site. It could have been much worse, I think, for Neo then, but it does work out. Snacks on -1.
Yeah, right. Okay. That kind of sucks as a start for a tournament. I mean, Bialy is definitely off to a pretty hot start right now. He's up to 5 kills, but Snacks, don't worry. It's the very beginning. You're only 3 rounds into it, so you got plenty of time to catch up. But, I mean, the main thing is that at least they hold on to 1 of the M4s after that round. SK Gaming, I think they can be, fairly decent about that, considering they got 3 kills in that round, so they are making it expensive for VP, but in this round it's going to be a hard eco for them. No surprise there. They're going to be saving up for the next one coming up, and the whole goal of this round is to pretty much just bum rush 1 point on the map and cross their fingers, hope that they can get the bomb plant so they can get that bonus money going into the next round.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. That bomb plant would really help them out. Virtus.pro managed to deny it last round, even if they did lose a couple of rifles there. A little bit of a flashbang going in, but obviously not really helping out Snacks too much, though he won't be rushed down immediately. Neo being there to help out a little bit, and with the bomb down and everything, I think Virtus.pro have a good chance of locking down the mid right now.
Taz, I mean, look, this is just all out aggression. This is that kind of bully tactic that can come through when you know it's an anti-eco that you're going to be facing. VP, they choose to just go ahead, wipe SK off the face of the planet, and pick up a 3-0 lead. So now we get to see what we have in store for us here. Does Fallen A have the money? No, he doesn't. coldzera had enough for just a dry AWP, like the glass cannon op. But this is just going to be full rifles for SK Gaming going into the 4th round, whereas Snacks had the money for the AWP. So we have to see where he decides to put that into use.
That's where they needed some of those bomb plants on the Brazilian side, and they just did not get them. Right now, they're looking for 4 people over towards the B bomb site, just leaving a single player over by A. So we'll see if they're going to be able to pull in any kind of cool execute here. FNX certainly setting up for something, but I can't even call this a fake. You can't really fake with just 1 smoke and a flashbang. I'd be shocked if Virtus.pro bought anything based on that. They are going to be running straight into B, and Pasha flashed and in an awful position here with an MP9 as well. If they jump him, he should be gone. What a great flick coming out. Fur going to be taking down Neo. Pasha does pick up 1 kill, and he's somehow holding them back, going for a second and almost getting it.
Oh, valuable seconds being picked up. That's right. Snacks is going to find his pick on coldzera, who's stuck up in B apartments, and now Taz with the late lurk is going to be able to catch Fur off guard, but Fur makes it out just in time. So 3 players versus 3, and we have that delayed flank coming in from FNX later on, but Taz is already going to be doing the damage. He drops the bomb carrier, and they know that there's still Fur lurking around here as well, VP, so all they have to do now is hold the angles. No need to go really hunting for him.
Ooh, FNX are even getting caught off guard there. Bialy going to be sneaking into kitchen, and Fur is out of the round. Good little double kill from Bialy to end it with. And that flank from Taz is obviously perfect timing. If the bomb goes down, then suddenly they might have a lot less focus on FNX coming in from behind. But because they cancelled the bomb, they had suddenly had time to look around. It all worked out really well. That's 4-0 for Virtus.pro early on here. Leading into the 5th round. Again, not even had any bomb plants yet for SK. They need some of those.
That's really tough for SK as well, because they only get the 2 kills in that round. 3 players survive, economy stays stable for VP, and they'll be able to keep building now that they're facing an eco around here. So, I mean, SK, it looks like they're gearing up for that A push, and they're just hoping to have better luck than they did in the 3rd round, basically, where they got caught out in mid. VP were aggressive. They didn't even get close to a bomb site. This time around, SK are like, right, we really do need this bomb plant down so that we can comfortably buy the AWP, allow Fallen to go to work, or perhaps even Cold, right? But Taz gonna snuff FNX, and he drops Taco as well.
Nice control from Taz. He does eventually get knocked out, but obviously way too late to have any impact on the round, and that's going to be another round for the Polish side here. They're looking really, really good at the moment, and that's with Snacks having fought his way back to a 0-0 and 2 scoreline. He did have -1 just a couple of rounds ago. FNX also hasn't taken anybody out yet. 0-0 and 5 for him. 2 deaths away from the dreaded number.
Right, but you know, now he can work towards getting positive, right? That's something. But it's Taz actually holding the window this time around. Snacks instead decided to go for the peek towards pit on A. So hoping to catch somebody out there for SK Gaming, but SK this time around, like in the 3rd round, they go straight to mid, and they're looking for that early mid control. Fallen, he's on catwalk now that a smoke has gone down in window. He can peek towards connector. Usually Taz is, I mean, that's usually where Taz likes to play, and so looking to probably try and catch him out, but so far, no luck. SK, they just have to sit and wait and hope that VP, somebody gets over aggressive and peeks him.
It's a nice grenade. Fur going to be a little bit upset. You could see he was waiting, trying to see if he could catch him as he was jumping by there, but that was not going to happen. So now things get interesting. Taz has managed to sneak his way through the smoke, and they are all down in the underpass, just trying to see if they can make it out right now. Taz is in a really good position to catch them as they come in here, but his gun might be showing if he moves up close to the window, this could end badly.
Ooh, he's stuck. This is scary. Oh, he spots Fallen, but Fallen hits the headshot first with the AWP. Point blank. That was so close for Taz, but no cigar. And now SK have that man advantage. They are very light on nades, though. 40 seconds left. They have a single smoke grenade. That's on Taco, and they have 2 Molotovs. The bomb is sitting over towards B, so it looks like they will eventually wrap their way around here. Taco is going to be wrapping back towards B apartments to help out. And really, I mean, they're running out of time here, SK. They are taking a lot of time setting this up.
Look at that Molotov. They're going to be forcing Pasha out. I'm surprised he lived through that, and that's going to be a great kill. Pasha goes down as well. Fantastic execute coming out. You're right, they were running down the clock rather low, but now they're going to be in a good position. 1 versus 5 for Snacks with the AWP. Best to just try and stay alive at this point, unless you can ninja your way in. They will probably feel like they've checked this area, so if Snacks is a little bit careful right now, if they take the wrong way out, maybe he could stay here.
Oh, how unbelievable would that be? Easy pickings. Takes down Cold. I mean, yeah, Taco's there to secure things. Otherwise, maybe. No, not even that, because they still have Fallen waiting, camping over in kitchen. So Snacks had no way of getting onto that site. But you're right. I mean, like, Snacks has that uncanny ability to sneak his way through. Will he actually find another kill here? That would be a bit ridiculous.
If nothing else, maybe he could force them to go up with the bomb. That would be a bit of a victory. There's a good shot taking out Taco, and that's going to be the end of it. Bomb will go, but nobody else is going to fall to it. So 1 and 5, finally, SK are on the board, and I don't know, that whole situation could have gone horribly wrong. There's a couple of things that I really wondered about with Virtus.pro. I don't mind that Taz was trying to take a risk in window. I just have no idea why there was no one from short or A bomb side there to help him out. There was no one in connector, no one anywhere nearby, so Taz, the only win for him there would have been if he could have taken down 2 on his own, basically. That's a bit much.
It's a bit of a tall task, especially considering SK Gaming, firepower there. It's just not going to happen. And really, I felt like, I mean, VP had everything going, but they kind of just got caught too far out. Like Pasha getting caught in kitchen, pushed aggressively, or not in kitchen, but in B apartments, get pushed aggressively. I mean, just really tough spots for VP to find themselves in, because if they could have just sat back on the sites with that much time left on the clock, they would have been sitting pretty. But regardless, they have the money to buy up again, VP, so they have a chance to really wreck SK. I mean, SK still survived with 3 in the last round, but their money is not solid yet. And so if VP are able to win this round decisively, SK are going to be back on pistols, and that's not where SK want to be.
That could definitely be a big problem. Again, they're spending the first 30 or more seconds of this round just waiting. They're so worried that Virtus.pro are going to try and pull a trick on them here.
Yeah.
So now that they've played it safe for a while, you could see that they're starting to congregate back towards the B-bomb site here. In middle, though, Taz is being a little bit aggressive towards Connector, and if he gets enough information about what's happening in middle and sees no one, that could be a big tell.
They do have the nades, and they just used them. Okay. And so now SK, they are setting up once again for that execute, but Pasha, it looks like just random spray through the smoke, picks off Taco. And already, SK Gaming down a man. Neo's on position on B site, but he's not going to find anything. FNX instead hits the instant shot, but that sets it up for Pasha, that 1-2 combination. And now Pasha, even going to pick up a third, went way above and beyond. And now VP have a man advantage going into the retake on the B site. This should definitely favor them.
Snacks letting one person by. Got to be careful he doesn't get walked in on here, right around the corner where Fur is holding and coming in from behind. Taz once again with a great flank there, taking out Fur, leaving Cold in an awful position. He's got almost no way out. He's very low on health as well. Pistol, and did you see the communication coming in? Gets the information, but Cold still picking up that kill. And finally the grenade from Bialy going to be able to finish it. That took a lot more than it should have. But really good communication. You saw that Snacks got told immediately, don't use the AWP, it's not worth it. So, bit of a sketchy round. Virtus.pro, I think, losing a couple of more players than they really needed to. But they did win the round, and as you were pointing out, the money, because they got the bomb plant down, I suspect they probably will buy here, SK. But without the bomb plant, that would have been almost impossible.
Whoa, I'm surprised. Pasha had 5,900, and he doesn't drop an op for Snacks. That's interesting, because they actually had the money for it. Instead, Neo is going to go for the scout. Okay, yeah, there was, speaking of good communication, then there's like poor communication where Bialy was clearly confused as to where the op was dropped, because he was within range to pick it up and save it for VP, and that would have been a huge one. But instead, it means that Neo has to go for the scout this round, and Snacks chooses nades. So, 6-1 lead. VP, they managed to come out ahead, but because of the bomb plant in the last round, it looks like SK are like, right, well, we had 3 players survive the round before that. We got the bomb plant in the last one. We're going for the rifles, and Fur hits the headshot on Neo midair.
What is even happening? Neo trying to take a safe jump down there. Spray not working out at all for Bialy, and now Snacks has to do a lot on his own. He's got 1 kill here. They need more. They're going to be walking back into middle and reconnecting with Pasha, who's coming in from the V-bomb side. That's a nice headshot, taking down Fallen. Fur to fall again, and suddenly we're in a 2-on-2 with a massive health advantage, favoring Virtus.pro. FNX and Cold Zero, what can they do to save this? There's even a Molotov on Pasha. If they try and hide in the back here, that could have really, really bad consequences for them as well. FNX also in a dangerous position for a Molotov here.
The one thing that they have going for them, SK, is that VP clearly, they're trying to figure out, are both players on the site right now, or is somebody lurking behind? Easy kill for Pasha. Cold Zero walks right into him, and now it's all on FNX, who has 10 HP left, and it's just not going to be good enough. Taz, with the crouch peek around the corner, picks him off, and another big round going VP's way. 7-1 lead now on the CT side. And, well, it just seems like VP are starting to run away with this. SK Gaming, they can't seem to keep it together in the clutch.
In terms of risk, that was a really risky play that VP just went for. They lose the fight in the A bomb site, and they decide to double up on middle and reconnecting with Pasha coming in from the B bomb site. That's such a big risk, but it works out so beautifully for them. So you got to give them some credit for it. A very unusual way, I would say, to play the defense, just to try and take over middle. You sort of have to gamble that there's even anyone there. It could have been that no one was in middle. Then you've just given up the A bomb site, and the bomb is going to be going down. So yeah, credit to Virtus.pro. That was a nice way of handling that situation.
Interesting. I mean, Pasha right now, he's having a very strong start. He's coming into this tournament with the lowest rating out of the VP guys, but so far so good on the first map. He's definitely picking up the kills. Cold, speaking of which, is going to find a headshot, the 1 dig on Snacks. But it's still a man advantage, and advantage for VP because they have the rifles. There's only a single AK picked up on Fur. It's the hero AK, and he's giving it away now. Taz knows, and Taz just barely makes it back around the corner. That sets it up for Bialy, who's holding a firebox. It seems like Fur, he's got an idea of it. Unfortunately, he comes up as Bialy's looking the wrong way. But still, Bialy gets the kill.
Yeah, that looked like it was all down to timing. Yeah. Neither player really realizing what was going on. It's Taco and Cold Zero. They've got the deagles, and we know they can hit these shots, but very unlikely they can win a 2v4 unless they're just gifted a bunch of 1v1s, which you have to expect that Virtus.pro are not going to do.
And there's the info. Taco now has that AK to work with, but they know that somebody's in mid, at least, to play off of. Neo's got control of ladder room on short. And while Bialy's going to drop the bomb and the AK. So it's all on Taco now, and he's going to get caught by Taz. So VP, I mean, this is a much better anti-eco from them so far, because the anti-ecos have been pretty close cut so far at the beginning of this first half.
You know, we came out of New York with the analyst desk there just doing horribly, and we're setting ourselves up nice here for Epicenter, because right now Virtus.pro are just doing a fine job. I'm wondering about these analysts, Samla. What are we going to do about them?
Oh, I mean, we can go ahead and give Natu a pat on the back, right? So far, so good for his prediction.
Did he pick Virtus.pro?
Mm-hmm.
Did he? Are you sure?
Pretty sure, yeah. And then the other two went SK, I think, yeah.
I'm gonna need some confirmation on that before I give any credit out. Well, it's another round here with some strange weapon choices for Snax, I would say, but he was trying to go aggressive in underpass. Doesn't quite work out. Pasha has finally gone down, and he's been a bit of a rock over by the B bomb side. You can tell that this causes a lot of rotation from Virtus.pro. Snax trying to get up in there, but I mean, right now, I have no idea why he's got the MP9. He must have known that they were going to buy after that bomb plant.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was maybe trying to, I mean, he did go aggressive underpass, so was he hoping to pick somebody off and trade up for their AK? I mean, risky plays in the end. We'll see if it can pay off, given now he's actually put himself up in B apartments. So close quarters, he's hoping to get that trade kill on Pasha. Nobody is there, though, because SK, real slick play so far. They get the kill on B, they force the rotation, and now they set their sights on A. And the timing is working out great for him as well, because Bialy just peeked pit, and Taz gets wiped out in connector. This is set up perfectly now for SK to just walk onto the site for free.
Bit of a spray going through the box, but two could play at that game, and Cold Zero going to be taking down Bialy, and this is looking perfect right now. They are fighting Neo, even though they don't need to, but it doesn't matter at this point. A flawless round coming out of SK Gaming. Eventually, Snax did get the rifle back that was dropped over at B, but it didn't really matter in the end. So 8-2, they can still salvage this first half. It's still possible. So Virtus.pro, especially with the low money that they've got, I say very low indeed, $250 across the board. A little bit lower now, 200. They're using all the money.
They're using all the money. Oh, I thought for a second. Snax might find it, but Taz instead. Can't just cold on the edge of the smoke. They take damage, VP, but they come out ahead. They pick up the kill, and now there's the info. Snax manages to catch the peek on FNX. Fallen will take out Taz, though, so it's a trade, but they're still out. They're still coming out ahead here, VP. They've got that man advantage now, and they know that SK tried to take over mid. And so Bialy's just going to sit on that A site for now. He'll get backed up by Snax, it looks like, and the rotation comes out from Pasha towards the B site.
The bomb is dropped in such an awkward place right now. It means, if nothing else, it means SK have to spend a lot of time getting in here and picking up that bomb again. Oh no! Neo, heartless, taking down Taka with a deagle no less, and it's going to be Snax to follow up on Fur. And this round obviously gone for SK. Fallen the last one left in a 1-on-4. And again, he doesn't even have the bomb, and they know exactly where he is. Bialy going to be taking him out. 9-2, the scoreline, and another reset happening for the Brazilian side.
Just a catastrophe. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for a timeout now, actually, from SK. But it doesn't look like they want to use it, because like this is where it starts to get a little... This is where you get a letdown period, actually, where you're just like, okay, we had a perfect round the round before, and then we get completely obliterated. We even get one deek. Like, how does that work? And so I'm a little bit surprised to see that SK aren't willing to just, like, take a bit of a breather here and start talking and start figuring out what they need to do.
Just had Janko walk by and with a bit of a hand gesture. And I wave really, actually, more kind of, but only in a Serbian way, you know. It's starting off well here. We do have 3 men in the A bomb site for Virtus.pro at the moment, and just like in the pistol round, they are in a really good position. You know, SK, they need that strong entry. Taco trying to run in first, but he's flashed, doesn't notice that Bialy's right by that box once again. It's becoming a little bit predictable, and I think now Taco realizes Bialy going to win the one fight and turns around for the second one. Great defense being put up.
Oh, this is a nightmare for SK Gaming because they want to go back. They're like, right, okay, we've been cutting it close. Time to go back to a tried and true strategy at this point, and still no timeout. Okay, well, now I'm really wondering because they want to try and go for just like a bread and butter kind of play, right? They clearly, you can see the setup there with Taco. He's ready, he's turned away from the flash, and he knows exactly what he's doing step by step as he goes onto that site. Just so happens that the second flash doesn't work out for him, but the SK Gaming, they're like, right, okay, so a default play isn't going to work now, and the only real rounds that they've been cutting it closer winning have been rounds where they just won duels. And so what? Is it time to turn it into back into a scrappy game, or are they going to try and take a pause after this one?
I don't know. I feel like that position from Bialy has become so predictable now. I'm wondering why SK didn't have a Molotov save for it, because he's actually been there pretty much every round that whether they're fighting him in connector or through slope, he's always there. So why not? And you just look at the minimap, he's there once again. So just if someone keeps playing the same position that much, just Molotov them out.
Yeah, and it is a bit fun. I mean, we've asked these kinds of questions in the past, right, when it comes to Bialy. Like Cash Forklift kind of comes to mind as well. He's either NBK corner or Forklift round after round after round. So, I mean, these are details, and definitely that the pro players are picking up on, right? They should be knowing by now that, right, okay, this is where he's playing, and make adjustments according to that, but...
Can I point out the issue of the fact that Cold, Sierra, and Fallen between them have 23 kills, and then the rest of the team between them have 9 kills? There is a... I don't want to point any fingers, Samler, but I am. Not the finger that Yanko was pointing earlier, but just generally speaking.
I mean, you are just like straight... Oh, straight assault in mid. Taz and FNX trade, and then Neo's there from window. Just VP right now, they have this mid control on lock. Bialy has changed it up. He's a little bit more forward on the site, and he will eventually get that kill on Fallen. That leaves it down to Taco in a 1v3, no grenades, and pretty much committed to Tetris at this point. There's no way for him to back out. And so, yeah, like, look at this. Snacks doesn't care. This is Snacks just enforcing as well. He's like, right, I've got the P250. Doesn't even matter. I'm going to come and hunt you down.
So if you're wondering at home, was that even necessary, Snacks? Did you even have to do that? The definite answer is no. That is definitely, you don't have to do that, and it's not worth it. But I think you're right. It's a confidence thing. At Virtus.pro, they do get into this mode, and it always scares me. But it's one of those things that can sometimes give up rounds you don't need to. I would be surprised if Taco could come out of this 1v3. It's now 1v2, but still, he has got a very, very tall task in front of him.
I'm loving this battle, though. I wish we could have a little bit more of this half, just because we're starting to see the teams really try to make adjustments for how they're each setting up. And VP with that crushing like defense on mid. But SK, they were like, right, if you're going to constantly put a guy in underpass or constantly have him in window, you know what? We're just going to jump out on short, try and take him by surprise, mess him up, and then roll from there. And it just didn't pan out. VP were too good. Everybody was winning their duels on the VP side, whereas SK, yeah, they still seem to be struggling. Easy peek there for Pasha. Takes out Taco. At least SK Gaming will have bomb plant money for the last round of this first half, but it's not a lot when they only have 2 rounds on the board. Like, this is where VP have just come out so far ahead on this first map.
Yeah, they really haven't. Again, I wish we could go back and replay the whole pistol round once again here, because that pistol round was set up so well for SK. They got the first kill towards Connector, and then I think it was Taz shooting him in the back and missing almost all of his bullets. And
from Firebox, yeah.
Yeah, at that point in time, you know, when he misses the first 3 bullets, that's it. Like, the round should pretty much be done at that point in time, and then they still managed to let go of it. So I feel like SK could have had way more than just the 2 rounds here, but it's looking real tough, and especially with Taz picking up a double kill, though. Fur and Taco are going to try and bring it back a little bit here. Snacks covering the line. He does spot the jump up, and that's a headshot on Fur out of the round.
And the change of pace for SK just not working. They're way too good at trading, at drawing attention to different spots, and then boom, just like it's just a sucker punch VP right now. They're so good at it. Cold will eventually find the kill on Snacks, who goes aggressive, but then Pasha from CT with the AWP will take down Cold. And Neo, he's been spotted on the lurk, but that's good enough because now they know where Taco's playing from, and it's easy for Neo to pick up that kill. 13-2 at the end of the first half. And, well, hello, everybody.
What are you writing, Samler?
I'm just reminding myself. 13-2, utter domination. SK, did they make the flights? Or are they playing from Brazil? Is it a ping issue? Like, what's going on?
I did spot them earlier, so I know they're here. I know for a fact, yeah.
Okay, because that's not the level that I expected to see from SK at all. And you're right to point it out. 2 players, double digits on the kills. The rest of them, like, floating at 3 kills each.
I just want to go back to how wrong the analysts were. I feel like that's the main point. That's what I take away from this.
You really, like, it's going to turn into this war where it's like, all right, then we're going to say something in a cast, and they're going to throw us under the bus on
Well, it's so easy for us because we're not really making any predictions. We're just talking about what's actually happening, right? That's why I'm doing this,
obviously. To be objective about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it if it was a fair fight. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Yeah, 13-2. I comfortably made no prediction, so I can just always pretend to be right. But I will say I wasn't expecting this. I definitely wasn't expecting this. It's going to have to be the pistol round here for SK, and they are being rushed down to the B-bomb site. Taz getting the first kill there, taking down Taco. Cold got one as well, and Taz running into Kitchen and picking up a second one, dropping FNX now. It's a 4 versus 3, and the bomb is being put down. Cold here. He's in a good position, though.
He's got the drop on him, and he's also got the info basically for his teammates. And Neo might just run right into him. Spots him immediately, though. Do they know where Fallen is coming from, though? Does Fallen, he got that kill initially with the USP. That would have hidden his position, but still not going to save him from Bialy, who hits the instant headshot from apartments. And now, well, SK Gaming realized they're walking into the Triangle of Doom. They just have nowhere to go. All of the peaks, they're going to be set for VP, who are playing this perfectly so far, really drawing out this bomb timer. Cold finds the headshot on Neo, but then Taz from Kitchen still here, and now it's a one-on-one, but Cold just has no time, and he has no kit.
Yeah, this is pretty much done. I mean, Cold here, great headshot, a great quad kill, but it is not going to save the day here for them. Simply runs out of time, and that's going to be Virtus.pro picking up the second pistol round this one, which is very well orchestrated. And you're right, like, the post-plant positions were so good. They forced SK to walk into that incredible crossfire. I'm surprised they even got that close to winning the round. I mean, they should have been done way earlier, but now they're fighting with whatever they have. They got no more room left to play with.
Now they're stuck, right? And it's the force buy. Obviously, the force buy. They know that they have no room for error now. And, well, it's going to be VP's time. Now that they have so much room to work with, default time, straight out onto A. No smokes either. Taz just leads the way. No fear at all. Single smoke goes down onto CT, or that was an HE. Still sets it up for FNX here to pick up one kill. Fallen with the scout's going to take out Snacks. But then the rest of VP start to show up. They've still taken so much damage, though, Anders. Look at this.
They are really low on health right now. You kind of wish that someone on SK had a grenade, but even just the pistols here could do plenty of work right now. So Virtus.pro, how do they get out of this one? And even failing that, could they at least get the bomb plant down? Let's see Bialy ready to headshot Cold Zero if he tries to make that jump, which is not uncommon. You can try and see if you can maybe get a bit of a peek in. Fur, oh, doesn't actually spot it out, and he's going to be going down. Pasha with a big kill.
Oh, that's so clever. Pasha is on point right now. He is hitting shots. But that was some sneaky stuff. Only problem is, so long as Cold is alive in CT, they're going to have some trouble setting up that bomb because Taco's already wrapped around to mid. And so there's no safe plant position here for VP. They have to find somebody on SK getting greedy before they can actually go for a bomb plant. And it looks like they actually have Pasha rotating around. So he's going to be coming up from pit. That may be actually opening up some angles here for VP.
Really want to give some credit to Bialy for just holding that position for so long. The only thing I'm worried about is he has actually disconnected, but he is standing incredibly still right now. Obviously not disconnected because he's crouching, but raiding. This is really hard to be this patient, but you can tell it's working out because Taco's running to the other side to check if they're actually there now. The bomb goes down, and they lost a little bit of control. Great headshot coming out from Cold Zero to take one down, and that's going to leave Pasha behind the box in a 1-on-2. Not a good position to be in, and that UMP with the jump, that's going to be the end of it. Cold Zero cleaning it up, but again, waiting till there's just, 12 seconds left is... It seems like he's not doing anything. It seems like it should be easy to just wait behind a box for a long time, but it does take some nerve to do that. So, I mean, I think Virtus.pro played that actually pretty well.
They did. It's just like unfortunate timings, right? Like the one thing that I was thinking about is just the fact that FNX gets that kill for free because nobody's actually looking pit. And I wonder if that's because the Molotov went down, and so they didn't see him immediately. They're like, all right, nobody's in shadow, but the Molotov's there, and then FNX gets a kill for free, and that kind of starts the ball rolling because then he did damage to the second man through as well. It's just those CZ-75s are capable of so much burst damage that it doesn't matter if you have a rifle. If they're in the right position with the pistols, they're going to wreck you.
Speaking of Cold Zero, he's got 20 kills and a second on the scoreboard overall, in spite of the fact that they are 11 rounds behind Virtus.pro. So he's doing a really good job right now. Top fragger is with 21. So, yeah, that's just really quite impressive. But obviously that needs to change here for SK if they want to mount some sort of ridiculous comeback. It's been done before, although rarely. Cold Zero now getting to 21, taking out Snacks, and it is kind of a sketchy buy coming out of Virtus.pro here. They only have a little bit to work with. Pasha with the scout, and he will take that kill. Taco trying to clean up here with the UMP. He's going to be successful, and that leaves Pasha alone.
In a bit of a nasty spot. Misses the shot. He's going to get the follow-up, and he's I mean, Cold, I realize what Cold was trying to do there, Anders. He was just trying to make it, tense, make a show for us, right? Just like drawing it out. He's like, I survived the first shot. I've got at least a few more bullets left before I actually have to snuff this guy.
It's ridiculous. He's top fragging, and they're 10 rounds behind. He's got 22 kills, and it's 21 on Taz. Can't believe it. That is a lot of carrying happening for Cold Zero. I mean, I guess we shouldn't be surprised, but still.
He is the Terminator, right? Dubbed by Thorin. Dubbed so. This is his nickname. But I mean, right now it's just more like... It's tough to say, right? Because, yeah, okay, you have the guy, he's like so stand out. He's got so many kills, but they still only have 4 rounds on the board right now. So where are the rest of his team? They need to start waking up here. They need to start getting into this fight. Or they can just, nade Snacks into oblivion.
Poor Snacks.
That just sucks. You're just standing there. You're like, well,
He didn't have any armor, so that first grenade put him on 16 health. And, I mean, I guess you don't really expect anything out of this round if you're Virtus.pro, but you at least want a fair chance, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Taco insta-dinked, though. He's down 57, but still with that UMP, he's not going to be afraid of going for the peaks, and he's just hunting. Right now, this is like the nightmare for VP because they're just feeding so much money into these SMGs. Taco even going for the pistol at the end. Style points for him, but that's 600 bucks per kill with that UMP. That's a lot of money going into Taco's bank. Look at that, 7,800 now. Actually, SK Gaming, they're off to a very strong start economically right now. They don't really have too much to worry about there. And I'm actually a little bit surprised to see that, you know, Taco, when he upgrades, he doesn't just go for the AWP and drop it for Fallen or drop it for Cold, and then they trade, right? You know, M4 goes to Taco, and then there's an AWP in play. Instead, they want the full rifle play here.
So this is the point in the game where Virtus.pro know they just got to win 2 rounds here and they're good to go. And it seems fairly easy, but you can easily lose the momentum as well. So we'll see if they have the strength to just carry on through and make this work for them. Just one little trick, one good entry, and they should be doing it. Taco, they're not going to recommit to that fight, and that's a good idea. Fallen getting a kill. Taco with a nice flick that even drops the bomb. Pasha going to be going down in this crossfire. Way too much for Virtus.pro to handle. I think they were hoping they could just rush in and take out Taco before anything else happened, and that's why it was so well played for him to fall back.
Did they even throw a single grenade? Is what I'm wondering as well right here, right now, right? VP.
Yeah.
Because they're going for a lot of these dry runs, right? The A execute, right? Air quotes, because they didn't throw a single grenade leading onto the site. And so they're just kind of running in looking for these duels. And they just did the same thing there on B. Just run in and looking for duels. Wondering if VP in the next round, if they're actually going to start using some economy here, just or some utility rather. Start getting those nades into play to make life easier. Taco's waking up. And you don't really want to be allowing these players to get some confidence on SK's side, right? You don't want to give them feel-good rounds where they're like, yeah, I just owned them, right? You know, like, I got 2 kills that round. I'm starting to feel it, starting to get my aim back. No, SK are perfectly capable of running back and actually getting a perfect CT half. They're world beaters.
Yeah, I don't think anyone could really doubt that. And Virtus.pro, they should know it too. I would love to see them try for something a little bit more aggressive, maybe towards the A-bomb side. If I had this many rounds to play with, I would want to try and see if I could do that. A little bit of a scary situation here, but Fallen will pick up a good headshot on Taz, and the bomb is now all the way over by the A-bomb site, so we've got to go and see if they could find a way to pick that up.
As long as Fallen stays alive and he has eyes on that bomb, he just needs to stay put and sit. It's Cold who's feeling just a little nervous right now just because he's on short. He doesn't know if there was somebody lurking in towards B apartments, so he has to be a little careful about it, but now they actually have rifles to play with. VP trying to go for the bomb plant, getting pulled off of it. But 2 players in CT now for SK Gaming, and they're just trying to keep that pressure on. Not allowing for this bomb plant to go down means that VP have to find other ways. And without Kevlar, no nades, SK Gaming have the edge here. So it's a matter of being patient. 30 seconds left on the clock.
Neo finally going to be successful here, and Cold with a really good lurk. If he had gone through, who knows, it could have been the other way around. Neo going to get a headshot, almost a second one there, but it leaves Snacks alone in connector. He does have vision for the bomb, but this is very tough for him to try and stop, especially because they have a smoke if they put that up. Oh, Snacks picking up that headshot on the other side. Cold Sierra trying to make it through. He's going to tap the bomb once, and Snacks jumping into the side, try and look over that smoke. Defuse still not happening, and Snacks, he's in a good position. He's going to try and hold it down here. Cold Sierra. Snacks coming from the smoke, going to be sprayed. Oh, what? Snacks picking up that kill, and that's a huge win. Map point here for Virtus.pro. Unbelievable, especially that first kill that Snacks got. How does that work?
Yeah, right? That's when you realize, you're just like, wait, but Snacks only has the P250. But then you look at the HP for SK and the fact that they're all sitting on 30. I mean, with the P250, that's doable, especially with Snacks. You see the aim that he's got, and he plays that down to perfection. Another clutch going to VP. And that puts it up on map point now. So 15-6. And that was a hard eco too, for VP, right? Like, that's what's ridiculous. It's just like, oh, well, maybe they need to, be using nades. But it's just like, no, actually with pistols, we can just go ahead and walk right through SK and win the clutch. Nonsensical, but it happens. Still, now that we have the AWP in play, the double AWP in play here for SK Gaming, Cold is going to find the first pick on Snacks. That sets it up. And now VP just running through, but Cold with the fadeaway headshot on Pasha.
So scary. And Virtus.pro, I mean, I don't know how you come back from a beginning like this in a round. I feel like that was sort of half-hearted, It's one thing if they were pushed all the way into the hallway and then they then they lose a man to the AWP. I could see why they'd want to recommit and just be like, all right, we'll just rush in. But they lost the first player all the way in the back of the hallway. How did they think that they were going to be able to rush down coldzera anyway?
Yeah, and then only rushing with one guy as well.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I mean, Cold basically gets 2 kills for free out of that scenario. No way for VP to trade it. And really, I think I got to the bottom of it, Anders. VP, they're going to lose this round, get back onto a hard eco, and then just win the map. There we go. That's it. Because clearly they're doing better with pistols.
I mean, if they put some speed behind it at the A-bomb side, I would be a big fan of that. You've got so many rounds to play with. All you need is one round where you get a good entry over at A, and that might be it. Great stuff from Fallen, but ultimately the round was pretty much over anyway there. Got a nice second kill on Bialy. That looked really cool. Now, 15-7 here. We would need for SK to win another 8 rounds in a row, then we would be going into overtime, which is possible in this format.
Yes. And yes, it is overtime. And so, because in case you guys are just tuning in, this is a round-robin group stage, and it's best of 2s, not best of 3. But in order to avoid weird ties, it is overtime to decide who's going to win each map. So that is possible. And definitely, I mean, SK right now, they're just starting to pick up steam. Now they've really got that powerful combination going, the double op, Fallen and Cold, and then the 3 rifles. They have all the money for nades, and they had just a perfect round that last one. And so the economy is just going to continue looking good here for SK. A little bit of a tricky smoke being thrown down here by Fur. But VP with 3-4 players right below it, they can try and rush right through. FNX is there, though, to hold the line, and 3 kills for him. Nearly picks up the 4th as well.
I'm so sad for Virtus.pro. That was obviously a great idea, just trying to see if they could walk it in like that into the smoke, but doesn't really work out in the end. Still kind of a cool idea. That's 15-8, and coldzera 1 kill away from dropping 30 before the half is even done here. Quite impressive.
Cold showed up to play at least. What is the... Oh, his name. It's Moscow. It's cold here. He's in his element. No, I'm not even...
It is kind of cold, but not as cold as it's going to be, obviously.
Not as cold as his heart?
It's like...
I don't know.
I feel like that's getting too personal, isn't it? I don't know if you went on a date with him at some point and he never called back or something. Snack's going to be running in. Will be taken out by Fur, but then a quick reply from Taz gives them an AK to work with. And Neo has one too, but also has almost no health left. And coldzera now dropping 30 in the 24th round. So definitely a scary beast right now. Going to be holding the line as well, taken out by Ali. And coming in from the flank as well is Taco. So this is just going to get way worse for VP.
Now they both have rifles to play with, though. This could get interesting. I mean, Taz has got the Kevlar on the AK. He's definitely going to be the one looking to do the majority of the damage here. But this is buying time for SK to rotate into position now and start clearing out these angles. And so Pasha, he's working his way back up to short, but Taz is stuck. There's no backing off for Taz. So either he manages to sneak through kitchen through the murder hole, or what? But Pasha, he's not really in position to back his teammate up. They're kind of on their own here. So it's all about the duels, and now Taz has been spotted. Taco, he knows it 100%. He's going to find the headshot, and that drops the bomb. So Pasha really not in any kind of position to back his teammate up or help him. Just kind of, I mean, lackluster. Lackluster round there from VP in the end, even though they did actually have a strong start. And once again, Anders, they had pistols, right? So whatever it is that's unlocking when VP actually have the pistols, they need to try and channel that into these rounds where they have the rifles, they have the economy. Because this is getting a little bit too close. Oh, something worth pointing out as well. You want decisive wins in this format, right? Because if there's a tie, in the event of a tie in a round-robin format, it can happen. It goes to head-to-head, but if that's tied between the two teams, it's round difference. And so VP, I mean, you want a decisive win. Better round difference, i.e., better round difference means you go into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like this format, but it is a little bit scary if it ends up like that. Nobody wants to go home just because they you know, lost a couple more rounds than somebody else. Fallen going to be flashed, and that's a great way to set it up with a nice execute with the flashbang all the way from top mid as well. And Fur going to be dropped, and that's what I was talking about. One good entry towards the A-bomb side, and everything falls. FNX in the back line, missing way too many shots. Doesn't even get the kill on Snacks, and Taco and coldzera, there is nothing to do here. 2 versus 5. They're obviously going to have to try and fight for it, but Virtus.pro, they would have to basically disconnect to lose this round.
Yeah, and basically what's happened here is that SK now, they're going to be feeling nice and warmed up for Cobble, which is going to be the next map coming up. Because if they can manage to do a 2v5, now a 1v5, I mean, it's cold, capable of anything, picks up the first kill, but he's on 8 HP, and that's going to be it. 16-9 final score here on the first map.